Origami is an important part of Japanese culture, literally meaning to fold paper. It is the art of folding paper to create complicated shapes, often miniature sculptures of plants and animals. Historically, paper was very expensive, so origami was only used for special ceremonies. But by the Edo period, paper became cheaper and origami became a recreational activity. Like many artistic traditions, origami designs were passed down from generation to generation before being recorded into books for everyone to learn. Today, origami is divided into two categories, mathematical and aesthetic. Hi everyone! Today we're going to go over how to fold an origami butterfly, but I just wanted to start by introducing myself. I am Mariah. I am the Visitor Engagement and Education Coordinator here at the Japanese Friendship Garden in Balboa Park. We wanted to start by saying thank you to Friends of Balboa Park for letting us participate in this virtual programming, and we're very excited. So today we're going to start by just teaching you how to fold. You'll notice if you go online or look up kind of any other origami instructions, there are multiple ways to fold butterflies. So I'm just going to go over one specific technique of how to fold butterflies, but if you kind of fall in love with it and decide to dive deeper into it, you'll notice that there's tons of different ways and lots of different shapes and animals to fold. But yeah, we hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. So you're going to start by getting just a piece of origami paper. You can also use regular printer paper as long as you just cut it to the size. It can also be different sizes, so you'll see on the table we have some small butterflies or some larger ones. The ones that are this size are using the same, just general origami size piece of paper that I'm using here. So to start, you're going to pick a side. Some of you might have double-sided colored origami paper, so make sure you decide what color you want to use or what print you want to show. If you don't have origami paper and you're using printer paper, feel free to decorate it, color it, and then just cut it to the size you want. I want my pattern side to show, so what I'm going to do is start by flipping it over so that the white side is facing up. So to start, we're just going to fold our paper right in half into a hot dog style. Okay, so it just looks like this. Now you're going to open it right back up, turn it, do the same thing. Hot dog style, okay. So then you're open it back up again. You'll notice that you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares total. So the next step is to turn it into a diamond and fold that in half to make a triangle. So something like this. Okay, you're going to unfold it, turn it again, and fold it in half again. So again, you'll have a triangle, and you're going to unfold it. So now you'll notice when you're looking at the face of it, there's a lot more than just 4 spaces. So turning it back into a square shape, this part is going to get a little bit more complicated, so I'm going to try and show it from your point of view rather than mine. And then we're also going to show some close-ups later if you get lost. So I'm just going to start. We have all these creases we've now made with our folds. I'm going to focus on this first triangle right here. So I'm going to lift up the sides to get my triangle to kind of show. And those good creases just help it kind of line up. Okay. I should have something that looks like this. Okay, so now that you have a triangle on the bottom, we're just gonna press this top piece down. And again, if you've done good creases, it should kind of just fall into the creases you've already made so that you now have a smaller triangle. So from different angles, you'll notice there is 2 flaps to it. You can kind of stick your hand in it, and that is important as we keep going. Okay, so again, still from your direction, you're going to take just the top flap. So you'll notice there's a bottom and the top. And you're just going to take that point and fold it up to the point of the triangle. Okay, make sure you have a good crease here. And now you're going to do the same with this side. Match it up with the point of the triangle and crease it down. Okay, so now you should have something that looks like this, right? So folded these up, and you still have the bottom flap. Okay, so for this next piece, I'm gonna kind of turn it so you can kind of see from your angle. You still have this bottom flap down here, top and bottom. You're gonna take this and you're gonna pull it over the top of here. It's really important that when you're pulling it behind, it's not necessarily like a natural motion for the paper, but don't crease it, and you'll see why. So I'm taking this bottom flap here and pulling it, right? Taking it, pulling it behind, trying to almost round it with my finger so that when it peeks over the top of this paper, you'll see the little triangle. It's still keeping a round shape through the bottom. Still have my flaps here. Now that you can just see the tip of the triangle, you're gonna fold that over, okay? Now this next part, you're gonna have to kind of hold that piece into place. I like to just put one finger on each side of it and then my center, press down to the center and pinch it. Okay, so from this angle, you can see that I'm just pinching it. You can pinch it all the way down and then you have a butterfly. Sometimes you'll see on the internet that people, once they get to this portion with the butterfly, even will round off the edges of them if you want more of a round ring rather than a pointed one. But it's all kind of up to your creativity. I'll set it over here. We also have done craft projects with members and made origami butterflies on mobiles, kind of like this. Kind of put them together collectively. You might have seen a lot of origami cranes. That's also very important to Japanese culture and a really common fold. It is a little bit more on the difficult side, but that's another great way you can use origami to create something amazing. So we hope you enjoyed this, and there will be some instructions online too if you need to see it again.